Hello everyone, this is class 6 NCRT Geography and your chapter is Maps, chapter 4. Today we will learn about maps. What is map? You have learned in the previous chapter about the advantage of a globe. However, globe has limitations as well. A globe can be useful when we want to study the earth as a whole, but when we want to study only a part of the earth, as about our country, state, district, towns and village, it is of little help. In such a situation, we use maps. A map is a representation of or a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it, drawn on a flat surface according to a scale. But it is impossible to flatten a round shape completely. We find that maps are useful to us for various purposes. One map shows a small area and a few facts. Another map may contain as may fact as a big book. When many maps are put together, we get an atlas. Atlas are of a various size measurement drawn on different scales. Maps provide more information than a globe. They are of different types. Some of them are described below. Physical maps. Maps showing natural features of the earth such as mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. are called physical or relief maps. Political maps. Maps showing cities, towns, and villages, and different countries and states of the world with their boundaries are called political maps. Thematic maps. Some maps focus on specific information such as road maps, rainfall maps, maps showing distribution of forests, industries, etc. are known as thematic maps. Suitable titles are given on the basis of information provided in these maps. There are three components of maps: distance, direction, and symbol. Distance. Map are drawing which reduce the entire world or a part of it to fit on a sheet of paper, or we can say maps are drawn to reduce scales, but this reduction is done very carefully so that the distance between the places is real. It can only be possible when a small distance on paper represents a large distance on the ground. Therefore, a scale is chosen for this purpose. Scale is the ratio between the actual distance of the ground and the distance shown on the map. For example, the distance between your school and your home is 10 km. If you show this 10 km distance by 2 cm on a map, it means a 1 cm on the map will show 5 km. Distance by 2 cm on a map, it means 1 cm on the map will show 5 km. On the ground, the scale of your drawing will be 1 cm is equal to 5 km. Thus, scale is very important in any map. If you know the scale, you will be able to calculate the distance between any two places on a map. When large areas like continents or countries are to be shown on a paper, then we use a small scale. For example, 5 cm on the map shows 500 km of the ground. It is called a small scale map. When a small area like your village or town is to be shown on paper, then we use a large scale that is 5 cm. On the map shows 500 meters only on the ground. It is called a large scale map. Large scale maps give more information than small scale maps. Direction. Most maps contain an arrow marked with the letter N at the upper right hand corner. This arrow shows the north direction. It is called the north line. When you know the north, you can find out other direction. For example, east, west and south. There are four major direction: north, south, east and west. You can see the figure 4.2. Map of a village. Shop, community center, tree, playground, school, well, Vikas, Sheila, Kareem. 50 meters, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0 scale. 50 meters. 1 cm is equal to 10 meters. Figure 4.2, cardinal direction. Figure 4.2b, a compass. North, south, east west, northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. In compass, north 0 degree, south 180, 45, 90, 135, 180, 225 degree, 270 degree, 315 degree. They are called cardinal point. Other four intermediate directions are northeast NE, southeast SE, southwest SW, and northwest NW. We can locate any place more accurately with the help of these intermediate directions. Find out the following direction from the figure 4.1. A. The direction of the community center, the playground for from Vikas house, the direction of the school from shop. We can find out the direction of a place with the help of compass. It is an instrument used to find out main direction. Its magnetic needle always point towards north south direction. Figure 4.2b. Symbols. It is the third important component of a map. It is not possible to draw on a map the actual shape and size of different features such as building, roads, bridges, tree, railway lines are well. So they are shown by using certain letters, shades, colors, picture and lines. These symbols give a lot of information in a limited space. With the use of these symbols, maps can be drawn easily and are simple to read. Even if you don't know the language of an area and therefore cannot ask someone for direction, you can collect information from maps with the help of these symbols. Maps have a universal language that can be understood by all. There is an international agreement regarding the use of symbols. These are called conventional symbols. Some of the conventional symbols are shown in the figure 4.3. Railway line, broad gauge, meter gauge, railway station. Roads, metal, unmetal. Boundary, international, state, district. River, well, tank, canal, bridge. Temple, church, mosque, chatri. Post office, post and telegraph office, police station. Settlement, graveyard. Trees, grass. Conventional symbol. Various colors are used for the same purpose. For example, generally blue is used for showing water bodies, brown for mountain, yellow for plateaus, and green is used for plains. Sundarpur village and its surrounding areas. School. PTO, PS, Tumri, Vasantpur, Sundarpur. There are so many symbols which we can study here. Okay, so you have to find it. Sketch. A sketch is a drawing mainly based on a memory and a sketch. A sketch is a drawing mainly based on memory and spot observation and not to scale. Sometimes a rough drawing is required of an area to tell where a particular place is located with respect to other place. Suppose you want to go to your friend's house but you don't know the way. Your friend may make a rough drawing to show the way to his house. Such a rough drawing is drawn without scale and is called a sketch map. Plan. A plan is a drawing of a small area on a large scale. A large scale map gives a lot of information, but there are certain things which we may sometimes want to know. For example, the length and breadth of a room, which can't be shown in a map. At that time, we can refer drawing drawn to scale called a plan. Let's do visit. Visit web portal school, Bhuvan NCRT and drawing online neighborhood map on satellite imageries. Look at the figure 4.4 and find out in which direction is the river flowing. What kind of road passes by the side of village Dumri? Third one is on what type of railway line is Sundarpur situated? On which side of the railway bridge is the police station situated? Here. On which side of the railway line do the following lie? Chatri Church, Pond, Mosque, River, Post, and Telegraph Office, Graveyard. Look, okay, and here it is a symbol. Now you may find and you have to circle it. Okay. Exercise. Answer the following question briefly. What are the three components of a map? What are the four cardinal directions? What do you mean by the term the scale of a map? How are maps are helpful than a globe? Distinguish between a map and a plan. Which map provides detailed information? How do symbols help in reading maps? Take the correct answer. Maps showing distribution of forest are. In blue color is used for showing. A compass is used. A scale is necessary. Things to do for fun. Thank you.